Different portrait for grand final week, Nat. The Cats are the masters of mature age recruiting and have been for decades under this man, Stephen Wells. While James Podsiadly was 28 when he finally got his shot at Geelong, Shaun Mannagh waited the longest to be interviewed by a club for the first time. You know the story by now, but how many clubs really looked at him? I've done some digging this week. It turns out Shaun Mannagh was 25 when he first got some interest. The Western Bulldogs met with him weeks before the 2023 mid-season rookie draft. They needed a wingman, so they went with Caleb Poulter instead. 3 months later, Mannagh met with Fremantle days before that famous VFL Grand Final at the end of that season. Lee Montagnier was part of the interview in his part-time recruiting role at the Dockers alongside list boss David Walls. Werribee lost that game, but the then 26-year-old won the Norm Goss medal after kicking 6 goals from 27 disposals at Icon Park. He left for his honeymoon in Europe the very next day, and a week in, Sydney and Essendon reached out for him to test before the draft. He didn't make it back in time for the Swans, but he tested at the hangar the day after he got back from Europe and sat down with Matt Rosa and Rob Forster-Knight from the Bombers, who'd spoken to him across the year. While he was away, Stephen Wells emailed him. Mannagh had reached out to the Cats, to GWS and to the Western Bulldogs at the end of 2022, asking for a trial during the pre-season supplemental selection period. There were no takers then, but 12 months later, Geelong knew they had to move earlier than others on draft night, so they used pick 36 to select the high forward from the Riverina. Fremantle thought he would still be on the board for their last pick at 41, but he wasn't. Now the former Ovens and Murray star has the chance to replicate what James Podsiadly did in his second season at the Cats by winning a flag this Saturday.